Our industry, as you know, has been real proactive over the last number of years, maybe even 10 or 15, about looking at trying to reuse asphalt pavement, for example, wrap, in their mixed designs, and also more recently to start to embrace something like warm mix technologies, which, as you know, is the production of pavement materials at a lower temperature, so it decreases the fuel used in that. So those two things and others, and we can talk about that in a second, really are sustainable aspects. They're helping the industry reduce costs associated with producing the pavement, but at the same time they're saving natural resources for use later on. For example, using wrap both reduces the asphalt binder requirements to extract, and also saves on natural aggregate and virgin quarry.
Marks explains how sustainable paving practices like using recycled asphalt pavements and warm mix asphalt is becoming a requirement of many road agencies across the country. DOTs are beginning to require sustainable asphalt practices to stretch budgets, conserve valuable building resources, and limit the environmental impact of maintaining quality roads.
I think as state budgets get tighter, the pavement market is going to be more scrutinized from an economic standpoint more. And because of that, those practices reduce the cost of pavement. They're also sustainable. Everybody's going green. State agencies are going green, so they like that. They are starting to accept various sustainable practices like higher wrap content, and in some cases, warm mix asphalt for different types of surface materials. Some states are not as proactive or progressive with these types of technologies because there may be a perception that the performance might not necessarily be equal to the old hot mix standards.
Marks expects NAPA's continued development of sustainable asphalt paving practices to provide road agencies with the most cost-effective and environmentally responsible way to maintain quality roads.
Yeah, one of those, off the top of my head, is the increased use of asphalt shingles. Primarily, maybe a couple of years ago, people were looking at utilizing manufactured waste shingles, which are pretty pure, high amount of asphalt, decent quality of asphalt, and now we're seeing large plays on tear-off residential roof tear-off shingles. What that does is basically you have this waste material that would normally go to a landfill. You're decreasing the amount that's going into a landfill. You're reutilizing that for the beneficial properties that are very compatible with asphalt pavement, and so it's kind of a win-win situation.
In addition to the growing trend of high recycled asphalt content and warm mix technology, the asphalt industry will continue to work with road agencies to incorporate other sustainable practices to produce quality road mixes.
I think we'll continue to press and push the envelope regarding more efficient and more sustainable practices, whether that means lowering the temperature even more on warm mix, whether that means incorporating other things like, for example, tire rubber or other types of material that may be compatible with the mix. It may be thought of as waste material now, but can enhance the properties of the mix or have the same performance properties. I think we will continue to look at those types of avenues for sustainable practices in the asphalt pavement market.